But first, I wanted to ask the basic question is, when we talk about overparenting, what does that mean exactly to each of you? Madeline, why don't you start?
I think of overparenting as having three components. So when you do something your child can already do, you've overparented because you've taken away the opportunity to do something the child's capable of. That means he feels confident. That means he has true self-esteem, not this sort of bastardized idea of self-esteem. So don't do what your kid can already do, and don't do what is just outside of your kid's area of expertise. We call it the zone of proximal learning, because that's where a kid pushes themselves a little bit. And if you need to step in, if they can't get it, you can step in, but let them have a shot at it. And I'd say the third idea about overparenting that I have is when it's really your own needs that are being met as opposed to your kids' needs. And I asked Katie if it was okay to tell you this very quick story. So sitting in my office, and I've got a dad and a very bright son sitting in the office with me, and the kid is trying to decide where to go to college. And he's really smart. He's going to a top-tier school, and he's listing all the schools that he's interested in, and he's leaving out the Ivy League. It's kind of noticeable. And finally he says, well, and maybe Harvard. And the dad jumps off the couch and says, I would give my left testicle to get my son into Harvard. and that's an example of, that's the father's need. The kid has his own developmental needs of growing up and going to school and figuring out who he is. He doesn't have to worry about his father's gonads. So when you find yourself sort of putting your own stuff in as opposed to really listening to your kid, that's overparenting too. My triarchic theory of overparenting.